How is everybody doing today? Today we are continuing my review series for the Big Six horror franchises. If you don't know what the Big Six are, they are Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Child's Play, and Scream. And today we are going to be covering the OG Halloween. Roll the intro.
Mr. Hot Take Show. Mr. Hot Take Show.
Coming back to the OG Halloween on this rewatch, unlike Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I had the opposite reaction to this film. And that is, it has if I would have made the list before watching it, this would have been much higher on the list, and it has fallen down several places for me. And a lot of that comes down to, it's actually kind of a boring film. When I'm actually watching it, placing it against the other first movies in the Big Six franchises, this one, in my opinion, just does not stack up against some of the others. Now, of course, things like Scream are more modern. It was Wes Craven learning from these older films, and even the films that he himself did. It doesn't matter. You still have to place movies against each other whenever you're doing when you're doing these types of series. And at the end of this, we are going to be ranking all of the first films against each other. And then on my next set of videos, we're going to be ranking the second movies, then the third movies, then the fourth movies in each of these franchises, and so forth until we get to week 7. The 7th movies, I'm going to try to make that fall right when Scream 7 releases. And I think that would be epic. Going through and watching OG Halloween, and the opening sequence to the film lays the foundation for the type of person that Michael is, and then him escaping and going on this killing spree. It is, if we look at how Michael has evolved now compared to what he was then, he's actually like taking his time and stalking in the original Halloween, whereas in the new movies he's just going through, just massacring people almost in a straight line to just get to his target. To get to the target, he's just plowing through everybody. Whereas in the original, it's taking his time, getting the lay of the land, figuring out what's kind of going on. Much more methodical instead of just this unstoppable killing machine. It is a very different Michael from what he has become. I actually prefer the newer version of Michael, where he's just an unthinking killing machine, just slaughtering everybody on his way to his target. I understand the appeal. This is another one of those movies like Texas Chainsaw Massacre that has almost no gore whatsoever in it, but it finds a way to still make you go like, oh damn, whenever people get killed. I do find a lot of appeal in this movie. It's just on a rewatch this time. This is probably my 6th or 7th time watching the original Halloween. It was never one of my absolute favorite films, but rewatching it again, ranking it against these other movies, I actually found less appeal in it this time than I thought I would have. I just prefer the brutality of the modern films. That's really what it is. Anyway, y'all have a good night, and I'll see you next time.